Okay. Hi, y'all. We're back again. I think we're going to try to get 3 movies in, I want to say. Like, one, two, three, four. No, 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 no. We'll get 5 movies in, and then there's the part 2 to this. So, my loves. My birthday list is getting tidied up here, finally. I had about how many movies total? I don't know, but you'll see there's other videos as well. Um, so this is to add. It's my birthday movie list. So why so many movies? Because I can. So on this birthday movie list, we're gonna end on a movie that probably is gonna just wreck all of y'all. So we're gonna make this as light as possible. So, oh my god, I apologize from now. Okay, this movie, Michael Douglas, 1997. Okay, I was like, man, he looks mad young. Okay, so Michael Douglas, also to be referenced, guys. Michael Douglas did a movie back in the day. Maybe around the same time. I feel like it was before this. I feel like it was before this. The movie's called Falling Down. Do yourself a favor and go. This might not be a good time to watch that movie, because I know a lot of y'all are like having breakdowns, so I don't know if that's a good time to watch it, but it's a good movie regardless. So the game. So this movie, the oh god, what do you get a man that has everything? I forget how the catchphrase, the title was to this movie, but it was like, what do you get a man who has everything? It pertains to the, if you listen to that catchphrase for the movie, the tagline of the movie, then it kind of puts you in placement of where you're, how wild this movie is going to get. You would get him the game, and it's just, you get him the game. The entire movie, pins and needles. Oh my god, I wouldn't be doing what he's doing. No, you need to go do this. No, you want to do that. Please stop doing that. Like, this whole entire movie will have you like that on the edge of your seat. But it is so good. Like, watching this, I wouldn't have had it any other way. Like Wolf of Wall Street, like Michael Douglas just has always had that aesthetic to him. I can't remember the original Wall Street movie. I think it was Wall Street. I don't know. But like, he has always been that guy that you would go to for movies like this. It's so good. I absolutely, like, I watched this movie one time and I was just like so taken by it. I then had to show it to everybody else at like family get-togethers and stuff. It was so funny. But yeah, it's basically, it is a birthday movie. It is Michael Douglas's character's birthday, and his brother is the one who gets, yeah, his brother's the one who gets him the gift. And not to be confused with that movie, The Gift. It's The Game, but it's pretty damn good. I have 2 movies on here. I should have added that other damn movie, Full Metal Jacket, but I forgot to. Full Metal Jacket, young Vincent D'Onofrio, one of my all-time favorites to watch. I like a lot of military movies. So here we have Behind Enemy Lines, Gene Hackett, and right, that's how you say his name, right? Gene Hackman. Jesus, I should get it together. And Owen Wilson. For those of you who don't like, you can't you see Owen Wilson and all you can think is, wow, this is not that type of film. Owen Wilson is an American fighter pilot, if I remember correctly, and he legit gets caught behind enemy lines. And they can't go and get him. So he is legit stuck behind enemy lines. And that entire movie, you're just like, you're freaking out for him because you're like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, you're just so terrified for this man. But it's so good because you're like terrified for him. But at the same time, you're like, he's capable and able on his own to figure out what he has to do until they can come get him. Because they have to find, planes go down. You have to trigger the black box in order to be able to find where the person is. And there's so many circumstances that lead to him being stuck there until they can locate him. And where he's at, he's like not in an area where he's able to even himself like do what he's got to do. So he's just kind of left on his own devices and he has to figure it out. But good golly, this movie is so good. So good. But I'll put it right there. U.S. Navy helicopter pilot Lieutenant Chris Burnett is part of the NATO force observing the peace treaty during a conflict in former Yugoslavia. Board with routine duties, he flies off his designated route and spots Serb forces breaching the peace agreement. But they spot him too and down his craft. So there's a little take on that. But y'all, you want a good movie. And I will give it this. Because a lot of people now would probably say Owen Wilson has done nothing but comedies. And what is that? What is the one with him and Jennifer Aniston and the dog? That is him, right? I don't remember the name, but like a lot of people are like, oh, it's Owen Wilson. And it's just like, no, you don't understand. Owen Wilson can do some damn good acting and some damn good movies. And it's just like, it drove me crazy because like, y'all are missing out. Y'all are sleeping on him. Like, he can act. But, okay. Next on the list, we have Enemy at the Gates. I know y'all are like, oh my God, it's young Jude Law. Ralph Fiennes' brother's in here. Sir Bob Hoskins is here. So, this movie. This is, wait, does this take place during... Vasily, a young Russian sharpshooter who becomes a legend when a savvy political officer makes him the hero of his propaganda campaign. Yeah, that gets wild real quick. Their friendship is threatened when both men fall in love with the beautiful female soldier. I agree with them. It's Rachel Weisz. As the battle for the city rages, Vasily faces the ultimate challenge. So... he himself, being a sharpshooter, he's like the best of the best. And he has to go against, by the end of the movie, he has to go against Ed Harris's character, Erwin Koenig. And it is so good. Once you start to get to that point where the movie just like legit takes off and it's, God, it is through the entire movie you're watching. This is like old school war. So you're watching this whole thing take place. And mind you, this is traditional style Cold War kind of thing. So little things you have to, if you've studied like old school wartime strategy, there's certain things that will take place in this movie and you're like, oh, you trash. But so much as like back in the day, like a candy bar would have somebody sell somebody out. So much as like getting to have a good night's rest after having like a piece of bread with soup would have you rat somebody out. So keep that in mind when you're watching this movie, because oh my word, this movie will piss you off so much with certain things. And like it said, it's a whole propaganda game. Ralph Fiennes' brother, Joseph Fiennes, he just keeps digging deeper and deeper and deeper, and you just want to just pop this guy in the mouth a few times because he keeps putting Vasily in these positions, and it's all because he's jealous because he's got the girl, or he thinks he has the girl. So he's putting him into these dire straits positions where he's like, oh, I can't do what he's saying I'm doing. They start out as best friends, they do, but by the end of it, like, you're like, can you just punch him one time, please? Get it out of your system. Oh God, it's very good. Ron Perlman, Kulikov, Ron. I love Ron Perlman, but that scene just kind of, oh my God, like, it's a heart-stopping scene that he's in, that it just kind of like, like, it gets you good. Second to last movie on this list, Contact. Absolutely, this movie is everything. It is legit. This movie. Let me see if I got it right when I was talking about who's in this movie. Oh my God, that is Jenna Malone in there. So Jenna Malone plays a younger version of Jodie Foster's character. Wow, I didn't even realize that. Oh my word. She plays a younger version of Jodie Foster's character. The beginning of the movie just puts you into perspective of what's going on. I will have you know, this movie is based on a Carl Sagan novel. And I don't know how many times I've brought up in other videos that Lisa and I have done. I am crazy. Carl Sagan is the reason why I took oceanography and astronomy for my courses in high school. I love that man so much. It just, oh my goodness, like, his stuff is just so good. If you get a chance, yes, this was a like a fictional book, but understand Carl Sagan, like, to all of those physicists and astronomers and, you know, scientific engineers out there now, like, every now and then you'll hear one of them bring him up, and that's Stephen Hawking's, like it's in that path. But he was the reason that I wanted to get into NASA and do the studies. In this Zemeckis-directed adaptation of the Carl Sagan novel, Dr. Ellie Arroway races to interpret a possible message originating from the Vega star system. Once first contact with an extraterrestrial intelligence is proven, Arroway contends with restrictive National Security Advisor Kitts and her personal religious beliefs. This movie, to get a little bit deeper, this movie, by the end of it, and this is, I will always, because my teacher, Mrs. Puglisi, she was a science teacher in middle school. And she would always tell us, it's okay to believe in God, it's okay to have faith, and it's also okay to love science. And she's like, if you could take the two and marry them together and do both, she's like, you will then be one of the most intelligent people in the room. And when she used to say that, and I would go home and repeat that, and my parents agreed. They were like, you can love God and science at the same time. Nothing wrong with it. And there are a lot of things that will happen. And this is why I always tend to, like, supernatural situations that happen. And this is what makes it not so scary. Supernatural situations that happen, ghosts, spirits, this, that, and the other. Anything that's of a metaphysical, out of this world happening. Like, you see something at the corner of your eye, you see something moving, and then, like, it turns out there's a possibility that there's a damn portal in your house. And they'll say another dimension, a portal, an opening, a this, a that, that they could come through. The more you start to come to terms with, like, oh, so, like, they legit can, like, come through. It's not to say that they're ghosts or spirits. It's to say that that could be the essence of something else breaking through a dimension. And when you start to layer it that way, you go, that's fascinating. And this movie, in context, it kind of puts you there. And I absolutely thank you, Carl Sagan. Thank you. I know you're watching all those things from heaven happen right now, and they're absolutely wild. So, so yeah. Last on this list. Sorry, Lisa's messaging me. I'm excited. We have Naked Lunch. Where do I start? First of all, the great Dr. Peter Weller is the main character in this film. I don't know where you could watch it because it's one of those, like, nobody ever wants to air it on their thing. So I'm gonna go down here and then I'm gonna, so this is based on a book. All right, y'all, it's based on a book. And it is it's very, like, this movie's so artistically done, but a lot of people just don't understand it. It's got Julian Sands, the late great Julian Sands, in there. Blank-faced bug killer Bill Lee, Dr. Peter Weller, and his dead-eyed wife, Joan Judy Davis, like to get high on Bill's pest poisons while lounging with beat poet pals. After meeting the devilish Dr. Benway, Roy Schneider, Bill gets a drug made from a centipede. Oh, that scene. Oh. Upon indulging, he accidentally. So now I'm thinking about it. I read the book. I think it was for school. I read it. Long story short, y'all, this movie is it is a trip and a half. This movie just, they're getting high off of, I did not understand that that's what was going on. Somebody had pointed out to me when I worked in the bookstore with Lisa, somebody had pointed out to me that they were like, oh my God, bro, do you ever read Naked Lunch? And I'm like, excuse me? Who wrote the book though? But they're like going into all kinds of things. And I was like, what? Like, what? Like, had no idea what was happening. This movie is only an hour and 55 minutes. When you're watching it, bro, dude, this movie feels way, way longer than that time. Because you're sitting there half the time having to rewind. You're having to, like, just try to understand. You're just like, what is going on? But now that I understand that they were getting wasted, now I'm like, oh, okay. Please go in this with an open mind. Please don't feel any kind of, if you have to stop the movie, there are some, like, the roach. Okay, so see his typewriter at one scene, it's an oversight, it is a typewriter, remains a typewriter, but it's a roach that's talking to him, and it is so gross. But I think he does squish it, if I remember correctly. But, like, this whole thing, like, it just absolutely, this movie is so bizarre. It's more along the lines of body horror as Videodrome would be. And if you guys don't know Videodrome, give me 2 seconds. I did see it down here. Yeah. Long live the new flesh. That's what they say in the movie. Long live the, what is it? Something revolution. Long live the new flesh. First of all, Deborah Harry, that's my wife. So whatever, y'all can miss me with that nonsense. Videodrome is also another body horror film. So if you're not into body horror, I would suggest not watching this, especially the scene where he puts his hand in this dude's stomach and pulls out a gun that's melted to his hand. Y'all, it gets crazy. But But yeah, yeah, they kind of fall in the same category almost. Oh, Sir Ian Holm. I didn't realize he was in there too. Good gravy. But anyway, this is the last movie on my list. So you guys, one more video, but I want to get a hold of Lisa because she did message me. So then we will come back to this. Maybe if she's feeling up to it, maybe she could join me in the last video. That would be awesome. But love you guys, and peace out, sauerkrauts.